What's going on, guys? Here we are in the Gravois access, putting in, and we're gonna go fish one of my spots that I've had for several years now, but the camera's gonna be at a different camera angle because where I'm fishing is a secret spot and I don't want anybody really knowing where it's at. And you're just gonna see an awesome video starting out with just slaying some fish, and I mean, we're talking a bunch of fish. So let's get at it. We're gonna catch them on jig, we're gonna catch them on swim bait, we're gonna catch them on spinner bait, we're gonna catch them whatever way you want to throw. You can catch them on the spot. There are just so many fish and it's just a blast. Question is, are the big ones still gonna be there? I don't know. They might be, they might not. But let's get to the spot, let's give it a shot, and let's have a good day on the water. Alright guys, so here we are, we're at my spot. I'm going to go ahead and just start waylaying on some fish here. Gonna spend about 40 minutes fishing this, just having a blast. Sometimes you have those spots that you can just come out and catch fish for hours on end and have a blast doing it. Well, this is one of those spots. I love it, and you don't always catch big ones, but when they come out from spawning, this is one of their stops and it's a blast. So let's get at it, let's catch some big ones today. Doesn't take very long. 2 casts. Not a giant, but a small keeper. Ah, broke my spinner bait. Alright, so I just caught that one on a chartreuse spinner bait. And I caught so many fish out here the other day that broke, which is fine. I'd rather it break now in practice than in a tournament. Now we're gonna go to good old purple shad, and today it's a little bit overcast. It's not, you know, super clear, so I'm using hammered blades. I feel like when it's a little bit overcast, it reflects just a little bit more light. When it's clear, I'll throw a solid one, gives a big single flash, but this one gives a faint, smaller flash when it's cloudy. So yeah, let's see if I can't catch one on first cast with this. This is a good one too. No giant, but another stout keeper. Didn't take long. So as you can see, I've made 3 casts and caught 2 fish already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate through my arsenal of lures I've got out here. I've got a jig, I've got a giant swim bait, I've got my shaky head that I throw, I got a brush hog tied on, and I got a flutter spoon. And I'm going to catch a fish on every one of those is my goal. So yeah, just enjoy this video, it's going to be a blast. Alright, first thing we're going to start off with a giant Genco booty shaker. I have yet to catch a fish on this big boy, but this will be the time to do it. Alright, so I threw that booty shaker for a little while and I didn't have any bites. I think it's just the wrong color. I need something with some really dark color to it, like either a black blue or a June bug, or something bright like a chartreuse, like the spinnerbait. For some reason they're just not keening on. I've thrown it for like 30 minutes and decided to change it up, go to a different bait, and see if we can't catch fish on the bottom now. I'm gonna throw this brush hog, and then I'm gonna switch to stroking a jig. A lot of times when they get out here, deeper water, ledges, bluff ends, stroking a jig can be a very productive way to catch good quality fish that schooled up post spawn. So let's grind it out. Let's catch some more. Well, that little guy right there came on a June bug brush hog. I'm just hopping it down this little ledge here, and just let it. There's one right there. Just working it down this ledge, and I mean, it's cast after cast. You're gonna catch fish. It's just so much fun, and I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of dedication just to get out here to catch, to find a spot that you can catch fish like this on a cast after cast basis. I put my time in, I put my energy in, and I've learned to read my graphs, trust my graphs, and most of all, get out here and do it. I mean, no giant, just short of a keeper, but I bet you by the time I finish talking to you, I make this cast out there, I'll probably catch another one. And after this fish, if I catch another one on this cast, I'm going to switch baits. We're going to go to a jig. I'm going to hop a jig around out here and see if I can't get a little bit better bite. They always say a bigger fish will eat the jig. Well, let's try it. Let's see if we can't get a good quality bite. I've got a nice dark blue jig with some chartreuse on there, and we'll see if that works out for us. It's just one of those things you don't know until you try. Oh, there's a bite. I don't know if he's going to take it. He didn't take it. He bit it. Oh, there he is. Got him. Hard to set the hook when you're sitting down. Another little guy, but just so much fun. Alright, well, I'm going to get to stand up. Let's throw this jig around. First cast with the jig. No giant, but it's a small keeper. Pour up my trailer. Yeah, maybe just short of a keeper. Tore up my trailer, but I'm gonna see if that matters or not. Another one stroking that jig. This one's a small keeper, but yeah, I mean, they're out here. It's just fun. You know, I guess they call this Ozark craw. It's got that chartreuse in it. I don't have really a trailer on it because I keep losing the pinchers on them, so I just said screw it. I'm not gonna put a new trailer on it. Let's catch another one. 2 for 2. Let's do that again. It's so much fun. Ooh, I think I got a better one this time. There we go. 2 1/4. No giant, but definitely a keeper. Yeah. As you can see, they're out here just choking this jig. I'm stroking it, or it barely even hits the bottom. I mean, like on the fall, they're hammering it. And it's a very faint bite. I mean, I'm making a really long cast, working it, you know, far from the ledge, because you got to bring it ways out. But you stroke it up about 3-4 foot, let it fall back down, stroke it back up. We're just waiting to feel a little pep. When it hits bottom, just stroke it right back up. You don't want to let it sit too long. Because you're looking for that reaction bite. Oh, missed him. Got him. That one smoked it. Guys, we got a giant here. Look at this fish. Let me free up some line here. Look at that. Choked it. Alright guys, let's get this one back in the water. She's a beaut. Not what I'm after, but another fish, to say the least. Alright, so we know they'll eat the jig. Now, let's go to a flutter spoon. Now, when you're fishing a flutter spoon, the trick is keeping your line somewhat tight. You don't keep it super tight, but you want to feel it fall. Once it hits the bottom, when you rip it up, then you let it fall on slack line. You'll feel that bite. I mean, there's no doubt about it. When they hit that flutter spoon, they're going to hammer it. Like, there's bottom, so then you just rip it up and let it fall back down on semi-slack line. And you're just waiting to feel a thump. And as soon as you feel that thump, you just rear back. Set the hook as hard as you can. You get them, you get them. If you don't, well, odds are they'll come back and hit it again. So, because they're chasing that bait fish. You know, they just want to eat that bait fish. They're going to chase it. It got away the first time. They're going to turn around and come back for it the second time. But I'm going to get up here and focus on actually catching one. Down my unit, and I decided to drop it straight down. I'm pretty sure I don't have a bass, or at least not a largemouth. Whatever I got is feisty. Oh, wow. Oh, that's the fun thing about some of these. Oh my goodness. Now that is one heck of a white. Ooh, that's a fun fight, especially the way he hits a flutter spoon. See, I'm vertically jigging it out here on this ledge, and about, oh, I'm 33 foot deep. I saw him down there on the bottom, just on the very bottom of the, and on my unit, and I just dropped that spoon straight down, ripped it up, and that's what happened. Oh, I'm gonna get a picture of it and let it go. All right, let's let it go. I got my pictures. Got another one. Woo! I got a tank. I know this one's not a black. I know this one's a white. Just the way it's fighting. It may be a giant catfish. Now, when you throw a flutter spoon, I'm going to tell you right now, you want a very heavy action rod, because I mean this is an extra heavy flipping rod for flipping mats and stuff. It's a razor rod, and you need something with, I throw braid. You don't have to throw braid, but you want the titanium guide so your braid doesn't eat your guides. I think I got myself a big old flathead out here. That could be a big white too. Okay, it's a giant blue. When you throw these flutter spoons, you have no clue what you can catch. I'm gonna bring this into the boat just so you guys can see it. Normally I don't, but I really don't want to lose my flutter spoon, so I'll just get it back. But the nice thing is, I can horse this fish in using this 80-pound braid, extra heavy razor rod, and I know I got a solid Palomar knot tied to the spoon. I don't have to worry about it. But this one might take a minute to land because it's full. I'm horsing it in. It's got lots of energy still. Ugh. But this is just fun, you know. And it sucks that I can't have the camera up high. I really just, this is one of my honey holes, is my secret spot. And I've had enough problems with people fishing my spots that some of my videos now are going to be done like this. At some of my spots that I go out fun fishing. But hey, I want to include you guys in the fun that I get to have and get to experience. And if this is the way it's got to be, this is the way it's got to be. You know, at least you still get to enjoy the footage. This one hurts. I bet you this is 30+ pounds. Come to Papa. Are you done? Can I have my spoon back? There you go. Oh, he's gonna go crazy. All right, buddy, hang on. Step 1, gloves. Alright, there's step 1. I was not anticipating catching this bad boy, so I don't have my extra big pliers. These will have to do. Okay, got the hook out. Now I can get it out without I'm trying to swallow it. Let it go. Guys, that's a catfish. Alright, let's let it go. Let's straighten this out. I don't care who you are. Catching a fish like that is a blast. I don't care if my boat got slimy. It's worth it. Oh man. Well guys, I'm gonna cut that at the end of the video. I'm gonna stay out here a little bit longer, catch some more fish, but yeah, get out here, put some work in, find a spot that you can go out and do this. You know, out here I can catch anything and everything, but you weed through it, you have fun, and at the end of the day, you go home with a smile. That's what it's all about. So, alright, I'm gonna go back to catching fish. That's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time on the water.